Looking for one of the best apartment options for sale in Mérida, Mexico, under 200,000 USD? Today, we're taking you inside one of the newest premium apartment developments just outside Mérida Centro to the north in the neighborhood of Chuburná de Hidalgo. If you're a foreign investor, a digital nomad, somebody planning for your retirement in Mexico, this project needs to be on your shortlist.
Hi everyone, we are Meghan Noe, Mérida Mexico bilingual realtors, powered by EXP guys, and we want to show you the best apartments for sale in Mérida, Mexico. We will share with you the location, the finishings of these apartments, amenities, pricing in USD, investment potential, and the most important thing guys, why all expats are choosing this development.
Once you finish watching this video, it's going to be pretty clear. And for those of you who have been following the channel for some time now, you might recognize the backdrop here. And that's because we are here today back at Livenza, our favorite. And now we have a finished show suite to share with you, 2-bedroom unit. And this is our last chance, guys, to get into Livenza's first phase with that first phase pricing scale. Come September, we're moving on to phase 2, and that means price increase. So for those of you who have been toying with the idea, now is the time. Scan the QR code, reach out, let's have a deeper conversation about which remaining units in phase 1 make sense for you. The delivery date on phase 1 is going to be the end of this year. So what does that mean? It means people who are trepidatious or nervous about pre-construction, well, the proof is in the pudding here in Livenza. You've watched the videos all the way along for the last year now, and we're getting close to the delivery of the first 2 buildings, as well as all of the communal amenities, of which there are many inside this property. I try not to harp on the fact that we love this property so much, but honestly guys, when it comes down to it, you cannot beat this location, the quality of this builder, the financial accessibility of this property, and what you get. There is so much bang for your buck, and the inclusion list on this property is second to none. So let's not further ado, let's talk a bit more in detail about why Livenza makes so much sense for so many investors.
Okay guys, let's speak now first about the location. Check this map. This project is located in Chuburná de Hidalgo, and this is just the perfect area, so well connected and so close to everything. You can technically enjoy the best of both worlds. You can enjoy Centro, the colonial area of this city, but also North Merida. And all the surroundings around this project has supermarkets by walk, Mexican mercados, nurseries, a beautiful cathedral to visit, parks,
pharmacies, hardware stores, all those daily aspects to your life that you would like to have within a close proximity. Maybe you don't want to own a car. Maybe you're looking for walkability. Well, we've spoken about this before. Merida isn't always that walkable in the grand scheme of things. However, this neighborhood is. It has everything that you need to go through your daily operations and those modern conveniences within a few blocks radius. And then beyond the few blocks radius, well, you're a 7-minute Uber drive to Paseo Montejo and the iconic street and restaurant zone of the city.
But also a few minute drive to Costco. It's just right here. And even fewer minutes to Walmart. That is just technically also by walk from here.
You're perfectly set up for any direction that you need to go or want to go with your daily activities. And for those who really are looking for a place where they wouldn't need to invest in a vehicle, this is one of the most logical locations for you to live your daily life without wheels.
Okay guys, we want to share an overview of this project. It's a complex of 132 apartments divided in 4 modern buildings, each one of 3 stories, and the project is built in this massive piece of land. It's built in this humongous lot that is technically the size of a block. So the feeling is that everything is spreaded and
with beautiful landscaping throughout, with ample parking. Every unit has their own parking spaces. If you're a 1-bedroom, you have 1 parking space. If you're a 2-bedroom, you have 2 parking spaces. And there's a row of incredible amenities all along the front of the property. Also, the landscaping is something worth noting here. It's going to be really lush and beautiful. Right now, it's looking like a construction site because, well, it is. But take a look through the renderings and you will see that this place is going to be lush and quintessential Merida, leaning into the local Yucatecan nature. You can see it already in this yard back here. We have a little fruit tree peeking in over the fence, and that's a mature tree that they worked around. So we love to see that in a building project as well.
We want to mention that this project, guys, has 24/7 security. We also have fiber optic.
Run underground, so we don't have those unsightly wires running everywhere.
So all this stuff is very convenient where when you don't live full-time here and you have to go back to the States or Canada or other countries all around the world, and you want this peace of mind that you're living your unit safe and secure, personnel that controls the access here. So that's perfect. And the fiber optic, I mean, is perfect for digital nomads, for people that continue working from home, or students or whatever. That's the way it works.
And that's valuable both from an owner's perspective and also for your tenants, potentially, if you're going to be running a rental property. Well, you can guarantee that you're going to have reliable internet service, which, isn't always the case.
Okay, guys, and let's talk now about the amenities of this place. It has 12 amenities. This is insane. This place will have a gym. There's no need of paying extra memberships to other gyms around city. You will have your own gym here. You can work out. There's also a clubhouse just below that is for celebrating events. You can, with your HOA payment, you can book that place for celebrations. Just invite friends, birthdays, Thanksgiving, etc. And next to that area is the common area pool, which is beautiful, and we'll have bed loungers and a grill area. So everything is set up for having a great time and making friends and socializing. And then if we go to the other side, we can see that there's the front desk here, because there will be control access. An employee will be receiving packages and stuff from there. It's
a concierge.
It's a concierge. It's a reception area. And then there's going to be a reading room that is an office that, remember, you have access with your HOA payment to all this stuff. So there's this reading room here, and next to it there's a boardroom. So if you have a meeting, if you require more people around you for taking business decisions or whatever, that amenity is just right there. And above that, you can find the rooftop area. And next to it, there's a very nice games room with multiple games like darts and football, etc. So that's very cool. And then next to it, it's a lot of amenities, guys. So it's the only project with so many amenities around this neighborhood. And the amenity I'm going to talk about right now is unique because it's the only one that has it, and it's a paddle ball court. So daily life here can be, let's play a game, let's play pickleball or paddle or whatever. We can play, and then we will go to the pool, have fun, and then we can drink in the rooftop. Also, the place has a pet park area. So for everyone that has a dog or pets, you can go there very, very easy. So you've got everything inside this place. It's very nice to have access to all that.
Yeah, so beyond the fact that the neighborhood is walkable, you have your fruits and vegetables, and carniceria is just there, your pharmacies, etc. You have a lot of amenities within the complex that you don't even have to leave the house for. And I'm sure once people are living here full time, there's going to be all sorts of fun community events, yoga classes, workouts, whatever, that people are going to be taking the initiative to set up, because we know from the dozen or so units that we've sold, the people that are buying here in Livenza are very cool, and it's going to be a really fun and energetic community, I'm sure. Okay, well, let's not just talk about it. Let's take a look at an example of a 2-bedroom unit here in Livenza, because this show suite has just been completed and they did a lovely job, and it gives you a perfect idea of how your unit could look and what you can do with the space beyond this beautiful layout. So, first and foremost, you enter from the front door. There's an entry hall here, and you are into your open concept living dining area. Now, obviously these are apartments, so the 2 bedrooms are 76 square meters. It's an ample living space, but if you wanted to dedicate the entire living room to a sectional and lounging at the end of the day, you could absolutely do that, particularly if you purchased a ground floor unit that had one of the larger yards. By the way, there are 2 end units available where the yards are the exact same square meterage as the apartment. So you're basically doubling your living space, and that's your opportunity to build your private oasis in Merida, where you're doing the quintessential outdoor-indoor living, and you literally doubled your square footage with that yard space. But anyways, here's an example of a smaller garden feature unit, and it's perfect for relaxing at the end of the day, taking in a show, and you can easily have a few friends over here. I think this type of garden feature is very well suited to just making the place feel lush and tropical. You could certainly add a small water feature that could add a really relaxing vibe to things. So you can open these doors all the way up and get cross ventilation, because this is another example where the developer is clever enough to include a window in the kitchen to get actual fresh air. So you can literally create a cross breeze, which is so desirable in an apartment living scenario.
This is just an example of the garden area of these apartments, but there's other units that have way bigger gardens. So this is just a little example so you can envision how can it potentially look like.
What is great about this size of garden is adding the indoor-outdoor tropical lush feeling to an apartment, and it's also a perfect place to string up a hammock, and that's quintessential Yucatan living, so that's a great option as well. Okay, so let's move on to the kitchen here. I do love that the developer has left everything wide open here, so nobody has to be isolated in the kitchen. Now, this is a perfect example of the quality of the materials that they're using throughout Livenza. This is pure granite, solid granite, and all of your carpentry in the kitchen is included in the base list price. Off of the kitchen, you have a completely separate room for your laundry, your control panel, your hot water heater, and some additional storage as well. This is intelligent design. And once again, you have access to fresh air through a window here in the laundry area. So your stackable washer and dryer will be here. And this may not seem like much, but in an apartment design in Merida, having this extra utility room is a premium.
You know what I think is a very smart idea? The barn door.
It's a pocket door, but yes. It's good use of space, and upper and lower cabinetry all included for you. You may say, well, of course the carpentry is included, but if you're familiar with the Merida market, you will know that that is not always the case. It's super important, guys, to read the fine print on what is and is not included in a property, because when you're comparing properties, it's not always apples to apples. You could be looking at apples to pineapples.
The way the grill works here is electric.
It's an induction cooktop for 2 burners in this case. Typically, people in Merida are not creating feasts or cooking, but you very easily could swap this out for a 4-burner model if you are kitchenly inclined. You could also add a proper oven, but most people in Merida work off of a grill or like a Ninja 5-in-1 or a convection little oven. And it's more than enough for what most people are interested in cooking in Merida. Plus, when you live so close to the mercado, you might just want to eat at the mercado. It proves to be quite economic. Okay, so as we know, this is a 2-bedroom unit, so let's start with the secondary bedroom. And as we go past, you will see that the guest washroom and the secondary bedroom's washroom have a Jack and Jill entrance here. This is another beautiful example of how this developer does not skimp on the details. We have under sink carpentry included. We have beautiful travertine floor all throughout this property, and it goes all the way up the back shower wall. Proper ventilation with a window here in the shower. Granite countertops once again, and floor to ceiling door heights all throughout this property. So these are just examples of how they're doing things right and not sparing any expense, which is so nice to see. So here we are now in the second bedroom. Tons of space in here. This could easily be a king bed if you so wanted, or you could set it up for whatever purpose suits your lifestyle the best. You could have a Murphy bed built into the wall and use this space, you know, for your own workout or office space. And it's worth noting once again that the cabinetry is coming included. So your closets are included in the property, and as well as your AC units. There's an AC in every bedroom and also one in the living area. So beautiful cabinetry included in that base price.
Let's show the guys how it looks from inside, because like we said, it's not common to find properties in Merida with closets, which I know it sounds crazy for our viewers in in the States and Canada and Europe, but yeah, so you have everything here.
And not only is it a savings in terms of a financial savings, but it's also a headache saving and an inconvenience saving because you're buying a more turnkey property in this case. Sometimes people want to take on a design project or they want to do things a particular way. And so in that case, buying a shell property where they can then literally choose every detail, that makes sense for them. But most buyers, particularly those interested in an investment property or something that they're going to be using part-time, they want something that's basically ready to roll. And Livenza is one of few properties in Merida that we can confidently say is ready to go as soon as you sign the deed and the property is yours. Time to visit the primary suite. She is beauty, she is grace. And this is an example of a king bed with a really lovely setup happening here. Again, all of your carpentry is included. This is an example of those floor-to-ceiling doors that we talked about.
I like the fact that they have all that upper extra storage for your linen, for Christmas decoration, etc. You know?
They've used all of the space really well here, maximize that. And you have your ensuite bathroom off of the primary, which is always a lovely feature. Very much the same in that the travertine goes all the way up, that your under-sink carpentry is included, and you're basically looking at a turnkey ready to move in or ready to rent unit as soon as you're ready to sign the deed. Remember guys that Phase 1 is going to be delivered at the end of the year in this December, and Phase 2 pricing is going to be released in September. So this is the last opportunity to lock in your early pricing in Phase 1 and get one of these last remaining units.
Guys, we have to mention something that only with Meghan Noe code, you will get free ACs here. And not only the ACs, also installed. So it's something to mention.
If December's sounding a little bit too soon for you to gather all of your funds together, however, there are conversations that we can have with the developer about deferring your occupancy date into the spring. So if you need a little bit more time to come up with all of the funds necessary to close on the property, give us a call. Let's have a conversation about your timeline and see what we can work out, because we have a very nice and established relationship with this builder now, and sometimes he likes to make special adjustments for us.
We have to mention, guys, also that we have been working closely now with something all our viewers and subscribers always ask for. Hey, do you know a money lender in Mexico that can authorize loans to expats? And the answer is yes. If you want to find out more about that stuff, scan the QR code here in Megan's head. And you send us a message saying loan and share that information for you guys.
Yes, the landscape of lending here in Mexico is changing rapidly, and we now have options of lenders who are interested in allowing non-Mexicans to purchase properties in Mexico with a little help from their friends. So this is a great option for those of you that want to pull the trigger on an investment property sooner than your bank account allows. This can bridge the gap and get you there to your goal faster. Okay guys, so that's a quick example of what a 2-bedroom unit looks like in here. Now they have various shapes and forms. On the ground floor, as Noe mentioned, there are different size gardens and those come at different price points. And upstairs, you do not have your own private outdoor area, but with all of those amenities here in the complex and a neighborhood like this, maybe you don't need it. Maybe it's not a priority. So what are we talking about in terms of pricing? Well, 1-bedrooms on the upper floors are starting as low as $110,000. So for somebody who's looking for an investment property, a pied-à-terre, a crash pad in Merida when they want to be here enjoying their winters away from the cold of the north or of Europe, well, that's a pretty accessible price to own a piece of paradise. Now, if we're talking about one of the larger garden units down on the main floor, right now we have options 1-bedroom and a flex, which is coming in under $150,000. It's a small garden feature like this one, but gives you that lush urban jungle feeling and allows you to have an outdoor hammock. And then we have larger gardens that are in the 177, 179 range. And then those giant garden units that we were talking about, those are coming in just under 200,000 USD, which when you think about having that much indoor-outdoor space, that's incredible value. So one of the other main reasons that Livenza has been such an attractive proposition for so many of our clients, it's not just about location, it's not just about the quality of the builder and the inclusion list, it's about the payment structure. And that's pretty simple, guys. It's 10% down payment and 90% upon delivery of your unit.
How much?
90% at the end. And that means the onus is completely, 90% at least, the onus is completely on the developer of this property to get the job done, and they're doing it. We might cut to some construction footage right now so you can see they're here jackhammering away with the big machines building, and there's guys in every unit working on the finishings. They are working all the time, including Sundays, because sometimes we come over here for the plant market and the Tianguis pop-up market on Sundays, and we check on the progress of everything because we're not just representing the project, we are owners as well. So we like to take a look on things, and this team works all the time. But the fact that the builder doesn't need your funds to finance the project, that's what you're looking for when you're looking at a pre-construction or an under-construction opportunity. It means that the onus lies with the developer to get the project done, and you're sheltered from risk. That is why this property has been so popular with foreign investors. However, when you're working with a builder that has 19 years of experience in Yucatan and has a payment structure like this, where you're only putting a little bit of skin in the game and the onus is on them, well, that's the structure that you want, and that's the structure that we can confidently endorse to our clients, because these guys know what they're doing and they work at a pace faster than any other builders here in Yucatan. Okay guys, well, we've talked a lot about Livenza here, but if this is a project that you're interested in, if you would like to see current availability, talk about financing options, look at the price list, have a more in-depth conversation, don't hesitate, reach out to us today. Let's set up a call and talk about your property goals and see if Livenza is the right fit for you. If it's not, no worries. We work 95% of the time as buyer's agents. We help foreign investors navigate the sometimes complicated Yucatecan real estate landscape as seamlessly and painlessly as possible. So, we are Meghan Noe, Mérida Mexico bilingual realtors powered by EXP, and we're waiting to hear from you. Let's talk about your real estate dreams and make them a reality. Until next time, guys. Hasta luego.